Never use bleach on mold, do this instead. So are you trying to get rid of mold with bleach? Well, stop right there because bleach doesn't just fail to kill all mold, it can actually make things worse by causing mold to release even more toxins into your home and throughout your body. And because mold toxicity has been linked to things such as chronic pain, autoimmune diseases, dementia, and cancer, you want to make sure to follow these steps if you have any risk exposure within your home. So let me explain why this happens and what you can use to stop mold in its tracks, as well as how to reduce mold exposure in your home after a leak, but also how to test your body to ensure you don't have mold toxicity. I'm Dr. Shawn Bladel, functional medicine practitioner and certified Lyme and detox specialist. Bleach doesn't kill mold at the root, because mold is a living fungus, and like any living thing, it fights back when attacked. So when bleach is sprayed on mold, it might kill some of the surface layers, but underneath, the mold is still very much alive. And if mold is on a porous surface like drywall, wood, or fabrics, the roots called hyphae stay intact and grow back even stronger. So when mold feels threatened, it releases mold spores or mycotoxins into the air as a defense mechanism. These mycotoxins can trigger fatigue, brain fog, sinus issues, and even immune problems, especially if you already have a chronic health issue or a mold sensitivity. That means using bleach could make your indoor air and your family even more toxic. So if bleach is out, what actually works to kill mold and mycotoxins at the root? Well, number one is hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide, it kills mold at a cellular level without the toxic fumes. Simply spray it on, let it sit for 15 minutes, and wipe it away. Number two is undiluted white vinegar. Vinegar kills 82% of mold species and prevents regrowth, which is the most important. Pour undiluted white vinegar into a spray bottle, apply it directly to the mold, let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, and wipe it away. The third recommendation is my favorite because it requires no scrubbing of the moldy surface, which can actually potentially release more mold spores into the air. This reduces the risk of toxicity while being an easier method of treating and neutralizing your mold for good. It's tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is a powerful natural antifungal that stops mold in its tracks. You would mix 1 teaspoon of tea tree oil with 1 cup of room temperature water and spray on the affected area and let it dry. No rinsing needed. One final tip, when using water with any of these products, keep the water at room temperature and not too hot because this could agitate the mold and increase the risk of it spreading spores or mycotoxins. Now, killing mold is just one part of the solution. If you don't fix the root cause, it will come back. Mold thrives in damp areas, especially when humidity is 60% or higher. So make sure to use a dehumidifier, keeping the humidity between 40 to 50%. You don't want to dry out the air too much because this could irritate a person's skin, their sinuses and lungs, and even worsen conditions like asthma. Also, air that is too dry can breed more bacterial overgrowth. So make sure to ventilate your home by opening up the windows every week, even during the winter months for a few minutes at a time, as this can help clean the air within your home. You can also use an air purifier with HEPA and/or carbon filters to reduce airborne mold spores and other toxins. Finally, and most importantly, fix the reason for the wet environment. Just cleaning mold off the surface of a ceiling or a wall or painting over it with something like Kills does not kill the mold and spores. Make sure to remove any damaged ceilings, walls, and flooring, and then properly treat the wood in those areas, such as the ceiling, wall, and floor joists. Then after that area has been completely treated and dried out, replace that flooring and replace that drywall. This will help remove as much future mold risk as possible. Don't be fooled by not being able to see mold, as most mold and mycotoxins are invisible to the naked eye. And unfortunately, many people are suffering from mold toxicity but don't even realize that's the root cause of their symptoms and/or disease processes. So testing for mold and mycotoxins is a simple urine test that you can do from home. And once you identify the types of mold spores that you're battling, you'll also from that test better understand how to begin effectively detoxing these issues from changes needed within your home to the foods you eat and what to eliminate within your diet for faster healing. For more information on how to test your body for mold and mycotoxins and how to detox from mold toxicity, I will include the links below. Also, if you would like to have an expert in mold remediation assess your home or workplace for potential mold issues, click on the link below for more information.